Silence is stronger than argument. Most people believe that power is loud. They think strength is proven through debate, through defending every opinion, through having the last word. But real strength doesn't rush to respond. Real strength observes, evaluates, and chooses silence when noise would only lower its value. Arguments rarely change minds. They usually expose egos. When two people argue, they're not trying to understand each other. They're trying to win. And when winning becomes the goal, growth disappears. Silence, on the other hand, creates space. It gives you time to think. It gives others time to reflect. It protects your energy and keeps you in control. Every time you feel the urge to argue, pause. Ask yourself what you gain from engaging. Will this conversation improve your life? Will it strengthen your character? Will it move you closer to your goals? Or will it simply drain your focus and leave you frustrated? Most arguments are distractions disguised as importance. Silence is not weakness, it is restraint. It is discipline. It is the ability to feel the heat of the moment and still choose calm over chaos. Anyone can raise their voice. Anyone can react impulsively. But very few can remain composed when challenged. When you argue, you reveal your emotional triggers. You show others exactly where you're sensitive. You expose the buttons that can be pushed. But when you stay silent, you become unreadable, you become unpredictable. That unpredictability is power. Think about moments when someone tried to provoke you. They expected a reaction. They wanted to see anger, frustration, defensiveness. And if you gave it to them, they won. Not because they were right, but because they controlled your emotions. Silence takes that control back. It denies them the satisfaction of knowing they affected you. Silence also protects your reputation. Words spoken in anger cannot be taken back. One heated response can undo years of respect. When emotions are high, logic is low. Silence allows logic to return. It prevents regret. It preserves dignity. This doesn't mean you never speak up. It means you choose your moments wisely. It means you speak with purpose, not impulse. Silence is a filter. It ensures that when you do speak, your words carry weight. There is confidence in quietness. When you don't feel the need to explain yourself to everyone, it shows security. When you don't rush to defend your name, it shows belief in your value. People who constantly argue are often trying to convince themselves as much as others. The strongest individuals in any room are usually the calmest. They listen more than they talk. They observe patterns. They read the atmosphere. They respond strategically rather than emotionally. Their silence is not emptiness. It is calculation. Arguments consume energy. They pull your focus away from your mission. They create unnecessary stress. If your goal is growth, success, or mastery, you cannot afford to waste time proving yourself to people who are committed to misunderstanding you. Silence allows you to redirect that energy into something productive. When someone criticizes you unfairly, you have two options. You can argue and attempt to change their mind, or you can improve and let results speak. Results are louder than any debate. Success is louder than any explanation. Over time, consistent action silences doubt better than words ever could. Silence also strengthens emotional discipline. It trains you to manage impulses. It teaches patience. It forces you to sit with discomfort instead of immediately reacting to it. That patience compounds into resilience. You become less reactive, less fragile, less easily disturbed. Many arguments stem from ego, the desire to be right, the need to win, the fear of appearing weak. But true strength doesn't need constant validation. It doesn't need applause. It doesn't need to dominate conversations. It stands firm without noise. In relationships, silence can prevent unnecessary damage. Not every disagreement requires escalation. Sometimes the strongest response is stepping back, allowing emotions to settle, and revisiting the issue with clarity. Silence can turn potential conflict into understanding. In professional settings, silence can elevate your authority. When others speak impulsively, the person who waits and delivers measured insight appears more thoughtful and composed. Their words carry more impact because they are not wasted. Silence also builds mystery. It creates depth. When you don't reveal everything about yourself, people become curious. They pay closer attention. They listen more carefully when you finally speak. In a world filled with constant noise, quiet confidence stands out. Choosing silence does not mean accepting disrespect. It means choosing a higher path. It means refusing to engage in battles that do not serve your growth. It means understanding that not every challenge deserves your attention. There is strength in walking away. There is strength in not responding to provocation. There is strength in letting immature behavior expose itself without your involvement. Sometimes the most powerful statement you can make is none at all. Silence forces others to confront their own words. When you don't react, they sit with the echo of what they said. They evaluate it, they question it. Your silence becomes a mirror reflecting their behavior back at them. This level of control requires maturity. It requires self-awareness. It requires the ability to separate your identity from others' opinions. When you know who you are, you don't feel compelled to defend it constantly. Your energy is valuable. Every argument you avoid preserves that energy. Every unnecessary debate you refuse protects your focus. Over time, that focus compounds into results. Those results speak far louder than raised voices ever could. Silence is not about hiding. It is about choosing impact over impulse. It is about understanding that power does not shout. It acts, it builds, it demonstrates. The next time someone tries to pull you into conflict, remember that you are not obligated to respond. You are not required to explain yourself to everyone. You are not responsible for correcting every misunderstanding. Sometimes the most powerful move is to smile, remain calm, and continue forward. Silence is stronger than argument because it keeps you in control. It protects your peace. It preserves your reputation. It strengthens your discipline. It allows your results to speak. And when your life begins to reflect growth, confidence, and success, no argument will be necessary. Your silence will say everything.